Chirag, you are someone who's quite interested in business,
Oh yeah, I am definitely.
particularly in farming.
Yeah, because we are into farming from like very long. My father, grandfather, and everyone is farming. So probably I want to go in that sector. It's easier for me.
So, tell me about what exactly is the experience that you have in farming. Is it something that's been around for decades, generations?
Oh yeah, generations. It has been there for generations. Like my family is totally into farming, but right now like they have some other business as well, like property dealing and everything. But our main source of income is farming. We have land and we have been doing it since like I don't even know from when my great grandfather, something like that. So probably.
Tell me, how did your family get into farming in the first place?
Like I don't know much about that, but if I ask my father, they say that they have been knowing about it since like their great grandfathers were into farming and their grandfathers were into farming. So it's been coming from ages. I think generations, not even ages. So it would be like I think I'm like sixth or fifth generation. So it's coming from fifth generation.
What kind of farming is your family involved in?
When in around 2009, it was in my home place only, which is Ghaziabad. And right now we have bought land in different places because it's way expensive in Ghaziabad to buy some land. So we have gone somewhere else. And like we do sugar cane and we do rice and we do sunflower and wheat. So those are the main like crops, everything we do it. So that's it.
What is it for you that makes farming so exciting as a business?
Because that is a place where we can enjoy ourselves. It's us who is doing everything. If we damage it, it's us. If we are making profit, it's for us. But the food we make is for other people. So we're making everyone happy with ourselves. And it's like you have unlimited time to enjoy yourself because farming takes time, definitely takes time, but it gives you times as well. Because when there's no requirement to do, but you need to look up to the crops and everything, you have time to enjoy yourself. So that's the best thing.
So basically, your family is into crop farming.
Yep, crops. Yeah.
And there's other farmings like livestock, organics, hydroponics.
Yeah, it is. But if you talk about India, it's not much popular like livestock and everything. The most popular farming in North India is basically for crops. So basically, if you talk about wheat, now people are switching their options like going into greenhouse and everything. So it's kind of that. But we are into proper crop farming, mostly sugarcane.
And where do you see the farming sector head down in the near future?
It's way bigger than we expect because that's the only thing that matters the most to everyone, even government, other countries, not even ourselves, countries, nations, and everything. Because without food, you can't do anything. You need it somewhere else. And like, so it's sort of that. And like, if particularly I speak in India, there is very lack of like tools and everything. So if you can grab India, then it's way bigger than, and it must be cheap because people are poor. There are farmers who are poor who can't afford that. So I want to be a businessman because I want to make some tools and gadgets which are useful for everyone and which not expensive. Like if we talk about DJI drone, it's around in India it's around 10 lakhs. So that would be around $20,000. But
20,000 Australian dollars.
Yeah, Australian dollars. People can't afford that. Not even we can afford that, but we don't want to because it's way expensive. We can buy land for 20 lakhs. So it's kind of that. So I want to go in that sector.
So can you please talk a little bit more? I think this is something that we can kind of tease out a little bit.
Yep.
You're talking about making farming profitable and also sustainable
Yeah, definitely.
through the utilization of certain technology and tools.
Technology tools and better crop seeds because there is like a lot of pesticides being used at this moment, and I probably want to reduce that because it is not affecting us, it's affecting the land and the food and the seeds as well because the seeds are damaging themselves. I don't even know what medicines are being used in those things. If you see apple and everything, the amount of wax put on an apple is way more than you can expect or imagine. And like I've eaten food from because at home we produce our own wheat, we don't buy from anywhere else, so we make it the best way possible it is for us. And if you talk about any other person, the difference between a chapati that we eat at home and at a restaurant or something, it's way different. So we know the quality of, like, I can't even say the word, I can't remember it, like the mismatch between the quality is way different.
So how do you expect to bridge that gap for the common consumer?
I don't expect that right now because I've never thought about it because it's way bigger than anyone can imagine, because it's not the government, it's not us, it's the mediator who is buying it. So they are definitely buying the top notch product, and bad product they are mixing it up to sell it at more quantity, because they don't want to sell just the top notch product. So it's kind of that. And like in India, everything which is like produced in a very good, like most probably if you get the wheat as the best quality of it, it's imported or exported. So it's given to the rich people, it's not the poor ones, but poor ones have to buy it. So it's kind of that.
So you were talking about something like a drone being
Yep.
very expensive for the common farmer.
Yep.
What kind of tools are you looking at exploring in order to make farming practices that are more sustainable and profitable more accessible to the masses?
Like it's time of a digital world or something like that. So I want to be in digital world, making like we have drones which can like go up to the your like land and scan the crop, whatever it is, how is it affecting, how is it growing, what do you need to do. But those are very very expensive, so poor people can't afford it. And they would say that poor people don't need it because they have small lands, but why can't they have it? Because that would help them. They don't have to travel around and look after everything. They just do a scan and everything. So making something which is cheaper and better would help to increase the health of a crop and the land as well. It saves land and the crop as well, not only the crop.
How does it save the crop?
Because while you're scanning the crop, because with eyes you can't imagine what's going with the crop. You can just see the crop, oh it's fine. But something with AI or like scanning product, doing a thermal scan and everything, it can give you a brief knowledge, because with eyes you can't do a thermal scan or something like that. So it gives you knowledge that from or the crop is not getting the right amount of water, or the crop is having more water than it needs, or the amount of pesticide used on a single part is more than the other parts. So it shows you that.
So where do you see your kind of future heading in terms of farming, you personally?
Not yet, but definitely I'm seeking something in that sector. So because it's more easier for me, I have my own land, I know what we can do and where we lack or in agriculture sector. So probably I will be in that.
I have been told by someone else who's been in farming that one problem or one barrier with being in the farming business is that there's a certain amount of land and there's only a certain amount of crop you can yield from that land. So there's a ceiling to that amount of profit.
I won't say that there is a limit on the amount of produce you can make through a land, because in Australia, if I talk about Brisbane, where the plantation of sugarcane is way better, so they do it in hectares, but in India the small size of land is way like different compared to Australians. So in Brisbane, the amount of sugarcane produced in 1 hectare is like 85 or 90 tons. And if we talk about India, it's somewhere between 65 and 70 in 1 hectare. So that's the difference. We can compare it, and the amount of profit increases when the production increases, the amount of profit increases as well. So it's kind of that.
So does Australia have better technology?
Yeah,
in terms-
definitely better. Indians have, but those are with the rich peoples who are very very rich, or like having acres of land. It's with them, but and not with the like farmer like us, or a small farmer, or a bigger farmer than us, little bigger farmer than us, kind of that. People who are having like around, how many would I say, 100 acres of land, with those. Below that, they're not having the tech and XP or like knowledge about. They have knowledge, but they don't want to spend that much money because it's not useful.
So I want to ask you, from your experience and your knowledge, what are the main problems that arise when farming in an Indian landscape?
First is weather. Sometimes it's too hot. Sometimes it's like when right now it's the rainy season, so it's raining so much that the lands have filled up until very level. But it's not good for crops. So the like right now it's the time of rice. We say it munji in Hindi or dhan. So it's not good for that, because that would fall on ground and the crop would go bad. So it definitely affects people, everyone, because there is insurance for farming as well, but we don't do it because we are not sure that the weather is going to be bad or not. So it's kind of that. And the main problem is it's getting expensive, and the amount we farmers want is not up to our expectations. supposingly if I speak about price of sugarcane in the part where we sell it to sugarcane mills. It's very less compared to what people expect it to be, because people expect it to be 450 or 500 per quintal, but we are getting somewhere around 360 or 380 rupees, not dollars, rupees. So it's that.
Why the discrepancy?
I don't know. It's government, it's the mill owners or something like that. It's not the farmers. They can just, because they can't protest against that. If they protest, they're not making money, and if they're not making money, they're suffering from that. So they have to do it anyways. They have to, like, they can go up and ask for more increase in the amount of they are being paid, but I don't think so they are being, anyone is listening to them or not. It's like very too political in these things because they don't, maybe the owner of, or the director or manager, whosoever is managing the mill or the crop society, whatever we can say it, they're not, they may be thinking that they are paying good, but it's not good.
Thanks, Chirag. You've talked in great depth about your interest in farming practice as a business, also with your family background in farming. So I have one question that I want to ask you just to close this off, and that is, for anyone watching this, do you have any general piece of advice you can give them that they may benefit from?
Be yourself, be happy, try to be friends with many people. Not like, I don't want you to be with them every time, but try and connect with people. That makes everyone happy. So even like I told you that I want to talk to you. Why? Because I'm kind of a very introvert person. I want to open up to people. I want to learn, like, how can I talk to people? How can I be like in class you talked about loneliness. It could be a part of me somewhere in back, but now I'm happy that I'm in Australia. My parents have given me the chance to live it out, enjoy, explore everything. So be happy. Enjoy yourself.
Thanks for sharing your insight, Chirag, and I'm sure anyone who watches this will learn a thing or two that's new.
Probably.
Thanks, man.